Let's call to order the July 17th meeting of the Folly Beach Design Review Board.
Ms. Burkett?
Here.
Mr. Fink?
Here.
Mr. Kinter?
Here,
Mr. Rideout?
Here.
Ms. Barton? Here.
we have a motion for approval of minutes.
So moved.
Second. Faster.
Ms. Barton? Yes. Mr. Rideout?
Yes.
Mr. Kinter?
Yes.
Mr. Fink?
Yes.
Ms. Burkett?
Yes.
Do we have any unfinished business?
No.
I have some unfinished business, but it has nothing to do with
Nothing to do with the ARV, huh?
new business. First item up for bids is 10 Center Street. Hello. Would you come up and tell us about your signage for Snapper Jacks?
Yes, I'm David with Charleston Sign. We're proposing a sign package as you were seeing here in the artwork. We have 3 different facade signs, one for the right angle front, and then the second one would be the rooftop sign, and then there's another one at the back side of this building. All 3 signage are going to be aluminum with digital graphics, and so we got to the building. I'm not too sure what else you guys were.
Looks
looking for
good.
As far as the
Really nice, you know, seeing the pictures with the signs on, it looks great.
Thank you.
Does anyone have any questions? I think we're ready.
Get a motion?
Oh, motion.
Move forward.
We approve.
Someone's gonna, you just say, motion to approve.
Motion to approve, yeah.
Second.
Second.
Didn't I say that?
Third.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
Fourth. We are really on it tonight, guys. Just want you to
There's
know.
so many people, normally
You're
you
right.
barely get 3.
This is important,
We're
that you
confused.
understand. This is
So-
the dynamic of a
He's
very
still in
functional
Ireland,
board.
so he's not even on the top.
Yeah, I'm still a little down.
It's our first time.
No discussion? Y'all ready?
We're ready.
Ms. Barton? Yes. Ms. Burkett?
Yes.
Mr. Kinter?
Yes.
Mr. Fink?
Yes.
Mr. Rideout?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming in.
Most of these we don't approve, I just want to let you know that we are much more effective than it appears.
Thank you very much.
Well done with that.
Next item is 8 Center Street. Shane? Hey, how you doing? Also looks really nice, the pictures and whatnot. Yeah. Would you say your name and where you're here
Sure,
from?
Shane Lasby from Brooks Signs, and I've been working with Tim McCutcheon here for the past 6 months on this guy, and I know that he's done a lot of the legwork in this pre-approved sorts. And, so I don't know if you need any more information than what's been addressed prior. That design work and stuff was from a different party, which we're just executing it.
Is the building, is it white now or still that yellowish color?
No,
It's white, yeah.
It's called sea salt.
it's beautiful.
It's very
It's nice.
washed,
Really nice.
white,
Yeah.
green,
Yeah.
real very
That's
light.
right, okay.
Nicely
Yeah,
done.
it's a lot cleaner looking.
Yeah, thanks, Tim. It
In
does
fact,
look
we
a lot
replaced a lot
better.
of the siding as well, so trying to make it look nicer.
Make a motion for accelerated review of the new signage.
So moved.
Second. Oops.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Did we have a situation where signage was as, what's the right word?
Size.
Billboard was questioned, or how did
Well,
that work?
this submission initially was larger than what was allowed, and council recently passed an ordinance that said if you're voluntarily putting up a new sign, you can go from 100% to 75% in size, and this means that.
Oh, cool. So we don't have to worry about that.
So what's that mean, that this is smaller than the current sign?
Then all the signs
Yeah,
together.
currently we have 29 signs up, and it's like 530 some square feet of signage total. This is in the 300s, and it's considerably less than 75.
So by removing all of those signs, it's gonna be open up and cleaner.
Right, right, well, you see
Yeah,
that.
I think it looks,
The colors look
I
great.
think it looks cool
Yeah, I
painted
like
on
it
the
too.
side of the building.
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
other side there.
Well, is this actually painted or is these,
Yeah, so the ones you got that other page are painted, and then one on the parking lot side next to Rita's is painted as well. So that'll be on there permanently, and then the one up on the eave is in aluminum composite material, with vinyl, and then one on the back is the same way.
How's the one on the eave on the front side, how's that mounted to the,
We'll have aluminum bracing going vertically, so water and everything can pass through. Those are screwed to the facade first, and then the sign screwed to that. And that would be the same thing for the backside, the south elevation.
1/4 inch thick ACM panel?
Yeah, it's aluminum composite.
so this doesn't look painted, but that's just because that's the way the graphics come
Which one
out?
are you?
Well, both these on the side.
Yeah.
Those are-
Yeah. The colors being nice and light, like the building itself is, it will give it's almost a retro wash look anyways. But when it's painted, it's not gonna be distressed or anything, it'll be solid colors. Just distress in time.
Well, I like it. Can I move for approval?
Any other questions? I think we're finished.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, the council just recently passed a new ordinance, I guess, this is the type of thing they were thinking about, so.
Yeah, it came up with the pier, and they had the entire side of the building painted with
Right.
signage, and it was unknown whether it was a mural or signage.
Right. And so that's sort of the intent, is to say, meet us halfway, make it 75% smaller, and
But I think this is under kind of a grandfather scenario, so.
Ready?
Mhm.
Mr. Rideout?
yes.
Mr. Fink?
Yes.
Ms. Burkett?
Yes.
Ms. Barton? Yes. Mr. Kinzer?
Yes,
Motion passed.
thanks a lot.
Thank you, appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Just a comment, I had a lot of family in here not long ago, and your staff in there was outstanding.
Oh, wow,
I just want to, I just want to tell you, they were really accommodating,
When people have a
professional.
compliment, we don't hear that.
No, and I-
Right, you just hear everything up.
No, I figured you probably didn't, and, you know, we've lived out here a long time, and I've watched the evolution of all the little surf shops and everything, they just were wonderful.
Well, thank
Mostly
you.
because they had a 13-year-old and a 12-year-old, and they were really accommodating, because that's a tough size.
Yeah,
When you're doing
yeah.
it for wetsuits and swim trunks, and,
Well, that's great to hear, it really
I
is.
mean, I appreciate the staff, it cost me a bundle, but that's
Sorry,
the way it works, it's a grandfather thing.
thanks for the support.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Webb.
Thank you, have a good night.
Yeah.
See you later. Next item is 119 East Ashley Avenue. Synchronicity is here for motion rentals for accelerated review of exterior renovations. Hello.
Hello, I'm Brandon Nelson with Synchronicity, and just here tonight to ask approval for the accelerated review of a deck expansion on Ocean Road.
Didn't we see this before?
I thought so.
The other thing was an addition to the top, and this is evidently a stopgap measure of the protrusion to the south side. Looks like just about the same size that it is,
Yeah,
pushing
it's-
out towards the parking lot.
Correct, it's in the same area as the addition that was approved. This is a in-between stage before the addition that's gonna be built. This is, in the meantime, this is gonna be in its place.
So which one of these sheets best that describes that?
That one, S2.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'll make a motion for accelerated review for the deck addition.
Second.
Okay, so you're saying S2, Alan, is the one that best describes?
Yeah, it looks like it's
Seeing
about
as-
8 by
seeing as
16 or
one.
something.
It is too.
It's double-sided.
Yeah,
Oh, so there's,
yeah, S2 is probably the easiest to read.
what's this one?
It also shows up on A100, there's a dotted line.
Just,
It comes out to the, almost to the edge of that, well, what used to be a screen porch there.
S2 is what you said. I'm trying to pull it up on the screen.
Yeah, S2 is,
Oh, I forgot about, there it is.
yeah,
Wait on
hope you
that.
can see it.
I know that's-
so you want to talk through it a little bit, just explain to us what you're doing?
Yeah, so basically, we are gonna be adding on to the existing deck that's there right now. And, there is a stair that's gonna be demolished, taking the place of that deck area.
That stair that went up to the roof or whatever?
Correct. On A101, number 1, it shows that deck, the existing and then proposed.
And it's just a matching railing and just
Yes.
a little deck extension.
Mhm.
Okay. Can't read that because I'm old, but it looks like 6'10".
Yes. 19.
And what's our timing on this? You're doing this, and then how long before you press on with the next?
That's uncertain right now. They said before the beginning of next year.
Okay.
It just depends on how fast the contractor can work out an agreement, essentially. But they were looking to get this permitted. We had it as a package, and we didn't go through the DRB process for this beforehand. And that's why we had to come back and get this approved before moving forward.
Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah.
Anybody have anything? I think we're ready.
Ms. Burkett?
Yes.
Mr. Fink?
Yes.
Ms. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Rideout?
Yes.
Mr. Kinter?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Other business, do we have any comments?
You got number D there.
Oh, D, sorry, chair and vice chair election.
When can we talk about it?
We could make a motion to talk about it?
What's our, Jenna, what's our tenure for all the members right now? From when to when? Is who rotating out when, next, and all that?
So,
See you later.
Good to see you.
Thanks, Mr. Thompson.
Skip, you, Pam, and Alan all just renominated by council for 3-year terms.
Okay.
I'm up
And
next year, I think.
The other, both of
Yeah.
you are 2024,
Yeah.
and then that's the end of your 3-year term in 2024. So this is just for 1 year. This is just, it feels like we just did this yesterday, but it's been a year.
That's weird. Can we discuss giving ourselves a raise?
Yes, 0 plus 0 is 0.
Vacation too?
Chairman brings the wine.
Twice.
Hey, you know what, if health plans are good enough for the council, they ought to be good enough for the commissions and the boards. So I
That's
want a health
true, that's not a
plan.
bad idea. And free taxes.
Yeah. Okay,
Now you're talking.
Just keep it like
I-
it is,
so
because
what
it's
are we,
working well.
what are we required to have in terms of officers on the board?
A chair and a vice chair, and it's a 1-year term.
I'm reiterating these things because I've gone through this a couple of times, and I just want to make sure we all understand it, some new people.
Well, I'd like to make a formal motion that we retain the existing structure because it seems to be working well.
Okay?
Do we know what that structure is, Karen?
Chair and vice chair, right, or chair and vice chair.
No, it's
I-
a-
Chair and vice chair, okay?
Yeah.
There's a motion.
Well, I'll second that.
And I'll say yes,
Ah,
without
so
even being
that's
called
it.
though.
Three votes.
Well, we can let them talk about it, whether they want to keep doing it or not.
Well, they haven't even
I-
had an opportunity as the chair and vice chair to be the chair and the vice chair for a year, so I.
That's right.
It's been about a year, right?
It's been a year.
I mean, I don't mind doing it, felt like it's my turn, but, I think I'm getting a little better. But I would like some feedback, but
I think you are
I
getting
don't talk.
better.
Can we do that by
I
secret
know in the
ballot?
beginning,
Right.
Julie Washley said, you're not speaking loud enough. It's-
That, we've had extensive AV renovations since the beginning. So
Oh, maybe
that-
that's
that
what, so it
may
wasn't
not-
my fault.
May not be the case anymore.
She was probably just picking.
Want to give you some feedback so you can.
Should have hearing aids in.
It It should be better.
I never actually watched us. Is it on
City's YouTube.
archives somewhere?
On the city's YouTube page.
I don't watch.
I doubt anybody does watch us.
No.
I'm sure some people who
They don't
haven't
even
come to
know
the
what
board.
DRB stands for, much less what night it's on or time.
That's the way we like it, Pam, that's the way we like it. you know?
Someone actually used to come, Teresa, Jane's friend Teresa,
So I think
used to actually come to the
they
meetings.
just got really.
Remember she's watching right
No,
now?
we haven't voted.
Maybe.
I wanna give
You
each a
can't
chance to
go
say
on
something
it.
before
She
we
said
vote.
that's the thing, I won't come again.
They're
We have
bid
a
sold.
motion and a second. Do you wanna talk about it more?
Well, did Skip wanna say a couple words?
No, I have been the chairman for 3 years before I became the vice. I'm
Right.
fine
All
with Ellen continuing to march.
Good.
I felt like to stay. If you remember a year ago, I asked to step away from that because I thought it has more gravitas if you kind of rotate some of the folks around. I don't mind serving on the board, but I thought it was appropriate. And Alan had been on the board a long time, has always been a lightweight, so we thought it was time that he step up and.
I was just limping along.
All right, well, I make a motion to vote.
I got a motion and a second. You ready to vote?
Yeah.
Okay, Ms. Barton?
Yes.
This is, to clarify, this is for Alan as chair and Skip as vice chair.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Barton?
Yes.
Ms. Burkett?
Yes.
Mr. Rideout? Mr. Fink?
All abstain? No, yes, that's fine.
I don't think you can.
Mr. Kinter?
Yes.
All right.
If you want to say you have to not come, that's what it does.
Used to be if you wanted.
17 minutes, and that's only because.
Motion to adjourn?
No, we got other business first.
Oh, yeah,
We have other business?
Well, we have staff
We don't.
comments.
I don't have any.
Okay,
Gotta give you the chance.
so moved.
So we move for adjournment, right?
Right.
All right,